What's up, Spooky Chooms, and welcome back to Fright City. My name is Adam, and yes, this is another video on the speculation map that came out on Friday the 13th in February last month. Yeah, I know we're already on the verge of the next Friday the 13th here in March, but procrastination mixed with a cold and currently fighting procrastination right now to go play Resident Evil Requiem some more. Yeah, it's a whole messy recipe. But we're here now, so without further ado, welcome back to Fog and Fear and Butterbeer. Alright, so let's take a look at the map now and see there it's all nice and Friday the 13th themed. And again, if you don't know the universal layout, then in the southwest corner is the arches where you enter in at. And there's a few squares here covered by machetes. The ones with the pumpkins at the corner are the scare zones, which have yet to be revealed. And the ones with the little drama mask, laugh, cry, those are for the shows that's in the Fear Factor stage and the Lagoon stage. So far, hopefully they bring back the Lagoon show because they finally did after a few years last year and it was incredible. So anyway, let's get on to it. So the sound stages are going to be on the left side and we're going to be going clockwise. So we're starting at sound stage 22, which is around the stage. I believe El Artista was here last year. And I'm going to try to not drone too on about the ones that we already covered in the Christmas ones, because there are similar ones from Christmas and there are ones that are new. I'll try to elaborate more on those. So in Soundstage 22, we still have the Jack in the Box jumping out at somebody, and we're still thinking it's Jack versus Oddfellow. And the person that has the Jack in the Box jumping out at him over on the Hollywood map, which I'm not covering because I've never been to Hollywood and don't know a whole lot much about it besides third-hand accounts. Apparently has that person wearing a different color one, and the speculation is that it's going to be Jack meets Hollywood Harry, which is Hollywood's own clown icon thing over there. So Jack versus Oddfellow here, Jack versus Hollywood Harry over in Hollywood. But hopefully it's seeming like Jack will be everywhere. So in Soundstage 23A, there's a book on fire, and there's all we can really think is Evil Dead Burn, but it's kind of close. It comes out in July, and it's like, we'll see. Soundstage 23B, which is the upside down clock, still Stranger Things 5, maybe, sure. And 24B, different one, we have a paw print, and so maybe a wolf themed house. I mean, we can only speculate so much. People like to say it's a sequel to this, that, or the other thing for all these originals, and it's like, chances are probably not. It's most likely that they'll adapt from a scare zone, so people are guessing Cat Lady of Crooked Lane, which won house or scare zone of the year last year, and I'd be all right with that. I mean, I personally loved it. I mean, if you've watched these videos before, my thoughts from last year during the event, yeah, Cat Lady of Crooked Lane was very near and dear to me. So in Soundstage 24A, it's a hat with pins, and so we're still thinking Hellraiser. I mean, that's about as obvious as it gets, really. Over at the Fast and Furious queue, so if I remember correctly, that one just had like a wolf on it on the Christmas speculation map. On this one, it's simply just bloody guts, which is about as vague as you can get when you're guessing about a theme park where there are haunted houses where a good bit of them are gory. Unless you already know some of the back lore of Halloween Horror Nights. So the mega fans are thinking it's HR Blood and Guts, who's basically like a Svengoolie type TV host who's actually homicidal and kills people. So he's been at the event before. It's been about quite a number of years, I think at least a decade. So this, like I said, if it's not HR Blood and Guts, then it's the Vegas speculation map image ever. Yeah, we're just going to go with that until otherwise. So over on the tent side, here on the eastern side of the park, with tent 4, we've got a Zippo and 2 cigarettes. Still thinking sinners. And in tent 3 next to it, we've got the Dancing Skellies. And that's the hard one. So it's either like some sort of ball going on with the haunted house, even though we had the vampire masquerade thing going last year in the scare zone, but maybe it's another ghoulish creature, like maybe actual dancing skeletons going on. I did hear one guest saying it'd be like a house of Lady Gaga's The Dead Dance music video, which would be awesome. What would be even more awesome is if they just made a whole Wednesday house, but who knows if that's going to be a thing. Over in tent 2, literally the first thing I thought of was just like, Freddy Krueger? But obviously, no. It is obviously an alien wearing a cowboy hat. So, Cowboys versus aliens? No. I don't know, it'd be interesting because they had the Wild West thing going on with Hatchet and Chains last year. So they're doing like a Wild West alien house. It's like, okay, they just got to work to make sure it's not like too similar to Hatchet and Chains, which, I mean, it could or couldn't be. I don't know. We shall see where it goes from here. And then in tent 1, we've got some stuff with like mascara and a lipstick with a biohazard sign on it. So it could be a haunted house that's just like, oh, oh, would be like a fashion world gone wrong sort of thing. Like I said, me very much not fashionable. I mean, unless you find Halloween Horror Night shirt stylish, then hell yes, I'm fashionable. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, something fashion gone wrong. Or I mean, shoot, this is a very much a stretch, but it would be very cool since the lipstick has the biohazard symbol on it with a certain fictitious corporation that's been in a major horror video game franchise that advertises itself as far as like being for pharmaceuticals and skincare and both health and beauty and all that. Uh, they have like a certain red and white to them. It usually protects you from the rain, protects you from a rainy day. Okay, yeah, Umbrella. I'm talking about the Umbrella Corporation. This is just me reaching for a Resident Evil house while also making Ice Nine Kills references because that's just where my head's at here in good old 2026. But really, I think, yeah, it's most likely just like some sort of fashion gone wrong house. Speaking of Resident Evil, there is confirmed over in Japan a little crossover thing with Halloween Horror Nights Japan and Biohazard Requiem. I'm just like, think you want to bring that over here? Hollywood and Orlando? A lot of people here love that game. That would definitely draw them over to the HHN events stateside. Just saying. It's me, I'm everyone. But no, for real, Resident Evil Requiem sold an insane amount of copies in just like its first 5 days alone. So, I mean, I don't know. I think it would be good business sense to have them on in the parks. But, what do I know? Anyway, so that's the Friday the 13th map. We are now in March. So the next time I see you guys, I will probably, I don't know, it could be for another speculation map right over here in Studio A, or it could be in my car out in front of Michael's. Because the last two Aprils, don't know if it's happening this year. If you do know, please let me know in the comments, because I haven't seen confirmation whether otherwise. But the last two sort of Halloween shopping seasons have already always started with Michael's having the little goth line of decor, Ashland, the Nevermore, and Gothic Bordeaux. So hopefully it does again soon, because then that means we'll be getting started with the shopping videos again next month. Ah. I mean, either which way, I mean, Easter starts 2 weeks early or earlier than it did last year. So once that's over, uh, I mean, I know I'm just like, I don't know if I'll do Hobby Lobby again and their fall stuff anymore. But then we actually get to that time, and I'm just like, I want to do something. But also, At Home started putting out the Halloween in May. So if it's not next month, we're going to get started, and it's definitely going to be in 2 months. So get ready for that. And so that's been all the HHN stuff, all the awesome little Halloween stuff. So with all that said, my name's Adam. Have fun. Stay spooky.